assistant coach on the U.S. Olympic team in 1984 to Lou Barrow. Beck banging it around the boards. It's kept in by Leach. Mullen returns in 7 seconds. Lane McDonald, number 19, working it into the corner. Back it comes to Brian Leach, number 2. Off the board, Stevens gets it back to Leach. Mullen is back on. Shot by Leach, deflected wide. Huber goes for the puck. He's tied up by Lane McDonald and Scott Young. Erickson goes over, takes it away from McDonald. Moves it up the boards to Brian Mullen. Mullen tried to drive it out. It was blocked by Leach. Good job of keeping it in by Leach. Erickson knocks it away. It's taken back by Scott Young, number 14. Young leaving it off. That pass deflected away. This is Kevin Miller, it was Scott Fusco, number 9, with the puck. Now it's Greg Brown. Brown feeding the near side. Kevin Miller comes in, number 8. Drop pass, goes all the way back. And that shot by Brown is blocked in front, cleared by Huber. Good positioning by Willie Huber. 55 seconds to go on the penalty to Dave Gagne. 16:05 to go, first period, no score. Second power play for the U.S. Olympic team. Brown going back to Weinrich. Eric Weinrich sends in Corey Millen. Millen goes in around Levens. He shoots. He scores! What a move by Corey Millen. A New York Ranger draft pick. It's a power play goal.
Corey Millen, a third rounder in 1982 as far as the draft choice goes. Watch him turn it on and go to the net. To the outside, he works, and he cuts in on Levens, and as Bob Froese committed himself, Millen went to the forehand and put it up top. Melnick was the other defenseman, and he tried to get across, but watch him turn it on. He'll change gears, turn the speed on, put his body weight to the right, and look at the muscle, and he just put it up top. What a beautiful play, and that has to have Phil Esposito smiling a little bit for the future.
4:05 the time of the goal. Olympic team leads it 1-0. Brian Leach moves it ahead off the stick of Craig Janney. Back comes the Rangers across the line. Podubny with a shot that's deflected by Guy Goslin. Podubny sends it around. Leach chases down the puck. Leach suffered a knee injury at the Olympic Festival over the summer in his first shift and is just starting to round into shape. Larry Melnick with the puck for the Rangers. Too far for Podubny. Guy Goslin goes back to play it. Guy Goslin out of the University of Minnesota Duluth is hit along the boards. Loose puck played there by Paul Fenton, number 42. Fenton centers, comes all the way through, kept in by Bruce Bell. Bruce Bell picked up in the trade that sent Tony McKegney and Rob Whistle to St. Louis. Put in front, Kulak is checked, and the puck is slid out. This is Craig Janney, number 15, all by himself across the Rangers line, dropping it off. Weinrich sends it across. Pierre LaRouche has it. LaRouche checked by Dave Snuggerud, moves away. Tapped back the other way by Weinrich. Snuggerud checked by Bell, sends in. Froese stops the puck for Huber. Moves it quickly to Gordy Walker. Walker, number 36. Deflected, and Peter Lavalette, another Ranger property, sending it ahead. Lavalette picked up in a trade with the Minnesota North Stars. Played at Indianapolis last season. This is Gordy Walker. Out comes Greg Brown, number 3 for the U.S. Olympic team across the line. Olympic team leading 1-0. Tom Chorske, checked by Levens. Chorske, a first-round draft pick of the Montreal Canadiens in '86. Shot going wide by Jeff Norton, and Gordy Walker plays the puck. Walker checked by Chorske. Comes back to Beck, and he feeds Levens. The lead across the line, Brian Mullen. He's double-teamed. It's taken away by Jeff Norton, number 6. Norton out of the University of Michigan. Buffalo Sabres second-round draft pick a couple of years ago. Now it's got Fusco sending it ahead, and across the line they come. Drop back. That shot is stopped by Kevin Miller. Want to correct myself on Norton, not a Buffalo Sabres draft pick.
New York Islanders. I think you may see him in the New York Islanders lineup after the Olympics. He's a good stay-at-home defenseman.
Greg Brown is the draft pick of the Buffalo Sabres, who's playing on the U.S. Olympic team. This is Dave Pichette, number 39, losing the puck. Miller sends in Fusco. Fusco goes into the drive that's stopped by Froese, and it's cleared aside by Pichette getting back. Gagne sends for Duguay, taps it in. Guy Goslin going with Duguay. Tie each other up. In comes Jeff Jackson for the puck. Now it's Duguay, still tied up by Goslin. Gagne has it. Penalty upcoming on the U.S. Olympic team, and it deflects out. Melnick with the puck. Rangers get an extra skater on the delayed penalty. Duguay has it. Duguay sends to Podubny. Podubny moves in. It's deflected away. Jackson picks it up. Jackson shoots, and it's blocked by Leach. Whistle stops play. 12:49 to go, first period. USA 1, Rangers nothing. Rangers power play coming up.
He's thrown 3 or 4 body checks in this hockey game already, and he belongs to John Ferguson's Winnipeg Jets.
Rangers have Poddubny, LaRouche, and Mullen up front with Pichette and Bell at the points. Lavalette, number 26 for the Olympic team, works it up the boards. Donatelli tries to clear, can't do it. Bell to Pichette through his skates. Pichette winds it around the boards. Lavalette checked by Poddubny. In comes Brian Mullen to take it. Mullen back to the point to Pichette with some room. He shoots it. It's blocked. Rebound, score, LaRouche. The sniper coming in off the sideboards, Pierre LaRouche. It's a power play goal to tie it 1-1.
And Lavalette, the defenseman, with a good effort to block the shot, didn't quite stop the entire puck. LaRouche stays into position all the time, away from traffic, and the puck came to Pierre LaRouche. LaRouche knows where to stand. Watch the man go down to block the shot here, and the puck will ricochet off of him. The goaltender had to commit himself for the original shot, and there's LaRouche on the forehand side on the power play, and bang. Mullen did some good corner work there to get that puck loose and back to Pichette. It was interesting to see that power play, Sam. Pichette, Bell, Mullen, off-season acquisitions for the Rangers, and all of them can help out a power play.
Well, Pichette and Bell, good offensive defensemen in the past, good point men on the power play. Bell coming over from St. Louis. Pichette signed as a free agent. Tony Granato goes in with a shot that's stopped by Froze. Granato in the corner, checked by Beck. Puck comes loose, and it's played by Lucien Deblois, wearing number 23. Deblois fires ahead. Into the corner it goes. Steve Nemeth after it. John Blue is there. In the corner, it's moved up the boards. Granato has it out of the University of Wisconsin. Another Ranger draft pick across the line. Chorsky to Granato. Granato moves in and shoots. Score! It deflected in. What a play by Granato.
What a play by the U.S. Olympic team coming out of their zone, and this ice surface is 100 feet wide. That's 15 feet wider than the normal NHL arena, and they used the entire area before they got in to the Rangers zone. Now watch this cross-ice pass here. That opens everybody up. It's a 3-on-2. They take advantage of the ice surface, the size of it. Now when Granato ends up going wide here, Beck thinks he's going to shoot it. He goes down, and this puck simply goes in off the heel of the goal stick of Bob Froze. He went to deflect the pass in front and put it into his own net. But the Olympic team come back quickly.
11:45 remaining in the first period. U.S. Olympic team leading the Rangers 2-1. Goals by Millen and Granato. Ranger goal by LaRouche. Puck in the corner. Kevin Miller goes after it. Taken away by Dave Gagne. Gagne moves it. Taken away by Leach. Leach sends it around the boards. Huber goes after it. Lane McDonald there for the U.S. Olympic team. Huber ties him up. Gagne tries to take the puck away and does. Gagne fires across. Stolen by Leach. Leach comes in. Drop pass. Taken by Fusco. Scott Fusco, number 9, 1986 Hobey Baker Award winner. Shot by Leach. Save made by Froze, and he's got it. 11:04 to go. First period. It's the U.S. Olympic team 2, the New York Rangers 1, and we'll be back to U.S. Olympic Center in Lake Placid in just a moment. And down! John Davidson, Bruce Beck at Olympic Center in Lake Placid. Rangers trail the U.S. Olympic team 2-1, 9:50 to go in the first period. Barry Beck and Jim Levens paired on defense. Levens to Beck, and Beck moves it out to Brian Mullen. Mullen has scored 19 goals for the Winnipeg Jets last season, down from the last couple of years. He's been a regular 20, 25 goal scorer and was over 30 a couple of years ago. This is Steve Leach, Washington Capitals man, played 15 games for the Caps last year. Now Mullen, broken up by Craig Janney, number 15. Janney, a Boston College product, comes across and drops the pass back, knocked away by Mullen, but gave it away to Brown for the shot that's way wide. Near side, moved out by Gordy Walker. Jeff Norton stops the puck. Back into the Ranger zone. Jim Levens spent most of last season in New Haven. Now Brian Leach. Rangers #1 draft pick in 1986 sends to Tom Chorsky. Chorsky, first round pick of Montreal in 1985. Bruce Bell, number 21, number 29, gave it away to Dave Snuggerud, number 22. Snuggerud back to Guy Goslin. Whistle stops play. And they'll move the puck out of the zone.
And I'm not 100% sure why. There was a battle going on in front with Huber, And I don't know if the net came off the moorings or what. The face-off is now outside. Oh, a man in the crease is why they called it. The USA player in Bob Frose's goal crease. They blow the whistle and move the face-off outside immediately.
Kevin Collins will drop the puck. Steve Nemeth, number 47. And the Rangers are hoping will make the team this year. A little pushing on the part of Tony Granato. Feisty Rangers draft pick.
This USA team feel they're going to play a package here of games against NHL teams, Sam, and they feel this is the best chance they have of winning against the Rangers, simply because the Rangers have only been in camp a couple of days. So they're here and very serious the way they're going about their business.
Well, there'll be a stretch against the NHL teams, and then they'll have a stretch where they'll play the Soviets and will wind up against Sweden before going on to Calgary to play in the Olympic Games. Lead for DeBlois. DeBlois with a shot. Glove save made by... It beat Blue. Blue thought he had it. It went right by his glove. John Blue thought he had it. He looked like he had it. Thought he was juggling it. It went by him.
He even looked at his glove and thought there may have been a hole in it. Lucien DeBlois with a good quick release goes to the short side on Blue, who's had no work at all in this hockey game. There's a good accurate pass. DeBlois took a look before he shot it, and Blue only got a little bit of the puck, and it beats him on the short side. That ties it up at 2. There's DeBlois. That shot was actually going to go wide, and it went off the bottom of the goaltender's glove back into the open side.
DeBlois at 11:48 ties it at 2-2. Play along the boards. Puck is still loose and taken by Gagne. Knocked away. Larry Melnick, wearing the captain's C, drives it in. Stopped by John Blue. Played by Peter Lavalette. He's bumped by Gagne.
Scored by number 23.
Eric Weinrich, number 5, sends out Scott Fusco. Fusco,
29, Bruce.
who graduated with a degree in economics from Harvard.
48 seconds.
Drop pass from Lane McDonald back to Eric Weinrich. His shot goes wide.
48.
Penalty upcoming on the Rangers. Play stopped with 7:32 to go. First period. Score tied 2-2. U.S. Olympic team power play coming up. For cross-checking at 12:28. And the U.S. Olympic team goes on its third power play of the game. They're 1 for 2 thus far. The Rangers' second goal, DeBlois from Bruce Bell at 11:48.
That was Bell, Sam, that made that real good pass across to DeBlois. Bell, the offensive player, looked good on it.
Corey Millen sending it around. DeBlois gets there. Checked by Craig Janney. Moves it up. Scott Young stops at number 14. Moves it ahead to Corey Millen. Beck and Kevin Stevens go after the puck. Steve Nemeth is there. Tries to backhand it out. Stopped by Leach. Moves it quickly to Craig Janney. Janney holds along the boards. Looking. Janney still with it. Back to Leach. Now to Janney. In it goes to Stevens. Stopped by Froze. Loose puck. Janney has it. Janney behind the net. Looking. Millen is set up in front. Janney holds. Try to put it in front. A whistle stops play.
Again, Stevens got into the goal crease. The referee was right there, blew the whistle, and automatically the faceoff will be outside of the Rangers zone. Stevens is the man they put in front of the net on their power play on that unit, and he and Willie Huber went at each other really good. Stevens likes to go to the net. Here he goes in for the shot. Watch Willie Huber make him pay. Bang, he nails him. Bob Froze had to make the save on the play. Leach, he has great vision. You can see him stop the puck and make the pass. He knows where everybody is on the ice. His natural skills are very, very high.
Puck sent in. Blues stops it for Greg Brown. 1:10 to go in Jeff Jackson's penalty. 6:40 to go in the first period. 2-2 the score. Greg Brown out of Boston College. Buffalo Sabres draft pick, second round, 1986. Across the line comes the U.S. Olympic team. Lane McDonald drops it off. Weinrich moves it ahead to Kevin Miller. Miller out of Michigan State, a Rangers draft pick. Duguay takes the puck and clears it out. Greg Brown back for it. Jan Eriksson chasing him. 40 seconds to go in the power play. Eriksson doing a good job. Now the Olympic team comes forward. Scott Fusco lost it. Melnick has it. Waits, draws Lane McDonald to him and feeds DeBlois. Sends it down the ice. 25 seconds to go in a power play as Eriksson gets there, battling with Eric Weinrich. Taken away by Scott Fusco. Harvard University product who was drafted by New Jersey, traded to Hartford, but now a free agent. Puck is cleared out. And Scott Fusco played on the 1984 Olympic team.
He and Millen, I believe, are the only two on the team that were with Lou Verro's squad.
That team went 2-2-2 in Sarajevo.
7th place
Right.
finish.
Fusco with the puck. Power play is over. Jackson returns. Olympic team 1 for 3 on the power play. Clark Donatelli, number 17. Boston University product, moves in. Shot slid off his stick into the corner. Dave Pichette banged along the boards by Scott Young. Pichette has the puck. Now it's Poddubny. Going cross ice for Fenton. Fenton taken down. Penalty call. It'll be on Peter Lavalette of the Olympic team. Hooking will be the call. 5:06 remaining, first period. Score tied 2-2. Rangers power play is coming up. 1954, the time of the hooking penalty to Peter Lavalette. And the Rangers hope will join them after the U.S. plays in the Olympics in Calgary.
It was Paul Fenton that went to the outside of Lavalette, made him take the penalty. The Rangers are 1 for 1 on the power play in this hockey game. That was a goal by LaRouche.
And that same unit which scored previously is on. Bell, number 29, Pichette, number 39 on the points. Mullen, Poddubny, and LaRouche up front. 4:45 to go in the first period. Score tied 2-2. Bruce Bell to Dave Pichette. And across to Walt Poddubny. LaRouche heading for the net. Backhands it wide. Chopped it at the backhander. Here's Pichette from the point to Bruce Bell. Bell tried to put it in front. It was taken away by Corey Millen. Nice play. Millen takes the puck out. Sends it back to Jeff Norton. And it's tapped out by Greg Brown. Minute 10 to go in the power play as Bruce Bell has it. Bell, 4th year in the NHL, 2 years with St. Louis. After his rookie season was played in Quebec. Brian Mullen comes in, drops it for Poddubny. Now Pichette couldn't play it, took his eyes off the puck. Almost taken away by Dave Snuggerud. Now it's taken by Tony Granato. Snuggerud after the puck with Bell. Bell sends it around for Dave Gagne. 45 seconds to go in the Rangers power play. Gagne, Fenton, and Gordy Walker out for the Rangers. Up front, Willie Huber is out. Bell heading for the bench for a change. Fenton with the puck, gave it away to Snuggerud, and he clears. Beck is out along with Willie Huber.
You see the Rangers a little out of sync here, and that's because the season's just starting for them. You won't outskate this USA team. You've got to pass the puck, and you have to get yourself into open ice. And they're having a little bit of trouble with that right now.
John Blue plays it up the boards. It stopped. Fenton comes off the boards, goes back to Beck at the point. 8 seconds of the power play. The shot, whistle, stops play. Somebody was in the crease.
I believe it was either Mullen or Fenton that time. And the official, I'm not so sure I like that rule. I like the rule on behalf of the goaltenders, but it's slowing this game down a lot.
Yeah.
There's been a good pace.
The goalies are going to tell you they need some help, and
Billy
right now
Smith,
they're starting it.
Billy Smith's finally getting some respect. Now Richter's the backup goaltender. He belongs to the Rangers. He's in uniform on the bench. He had a choice of either starting tonight or tomorrow night in Philadelphia, and he's from the Philadelphia area. And he said, well, gee, that's a tough decision. Maybe I'll play in Philadelphia. Then he came back to the coach later and said, no, I'll play against the Rangers. And the coach said, no, you made a decision. That's the way it's going to be.
Too late.
I guess they're going to honor him in Philadelphia tomorrow night. Bernie Perrant's going to make an award to him or something.
And the third goaltender is Chris Terreri, who's New Jersey Devils property. And they'll try to settle on one who will play in the Olympics. They want to get down to 2. Lavalette is back. Want to get down to 2 after this stretch against the NHL teams. 2:55 to go in the first period. Score tied 2-2. Rangers now 1 for 2 on the power play. Lavalette moves in and shoots, deflected over the top. Gagne has it. Rangers first round draft pick in 1983. Here's Gordy Walker, number 36. Walker pushing it in, taken away by Eric Weinrich. Weinrich carries the puck, feeds ahead, too far for Kevin Miller. Levens takes it from Froze, checked by Miller. Levens tied up with Lane McDonald. Loose puck at the goal line, put in front, and Bruce Bell was there. Bell sends it out for Steve Nemeth. Nemeth, number 47. Knocked away from him. John Blue plays it back behind the net to Greg Brown. Checked by Nemeth. Nemeth takes it away. Nemeth still digging. Deblois coming in to help out, but the Olympians take it away. McDonald, bad pass. Erickson back there to take it. 2 minutes to go in the first period. 2-2 the score. Here's Melnick. Soft pass was knocked away by Donatelli, almost stolen. Eriksson has the puck. Eriksson on with Deblois and Nemeth. Cleared out by Weinrich. Huber with a hit on Donatelli. Donatelli goes back after him. The puck is frozen along the boards. A minute 43 to go in this first period. Clark Donatelli, number 17, a Rangers 4th round draft pick in '83. Part of the trade involving Edmonton last October.
There's a lot of room behind the goal nets. The ice surface, Olympic size, is 100 feet wide and 200 feet long. The NHL size is 200 feet long, but 85 feet in width. The biggest difference is the width plus the room behind the nets. And that's why the Olympic team is training here in Lake Placid. It has that ice surface size, and that's what they're going to play in the Olympics, so they're taking advantage of it.
With a minute and a half to go, a penalty called. Could be both players. Looked like Fenton and Greg Brown got involved, got the sticks up, and high sticking called. So there'll be no loss of manpower under NHL rules that they're playing tonight. A minute 29 to go. Paul Fenton and Greg Brown go off 2 minutes each for high sticking at 18:31. Michel Bergeron had a good career in juniors, where he took a couple of teams at Trois-Rivières to the Memorial Cup Finals, then was an assistant coach of the Quebec Nordiques for 1 year. And 7 games into the season, Maurice Filion said, "Here, you take it. I'm moving upstairs to be GM by myself." And Bergeron had 7 good years at Quebec. Brian Leetch brings the puck down for the Olympians. Leetch, number 2, checked by Beck. Moves it ahead in the corner. The tap back by Kevin Stevens to Craig Janney. He's tied up. Kevin Stevens goes back to Guy Goslin. Goslin, number 4, checked there. Puck taken by Craig Janney. Back in front to Leetch. And the Olympians come out off the skates of Kevin Stevens. Stevens to Craig Janney. Janney moves in. It was deflected by Huber, and he was taken out by Beck. Kulak goes down. And the puck frozen with 57 seconds remaining in this first period. Look at Brian Leetch. Started at Avon Farms in high school, went on to Boston College after being drafted by the New York Rangers. First round pick, 9th player chosen overall in 1986.
Well, Sam, he hurt his knee earlier, as we mentioned, and he does wear a brace on that knee, and the coaches talked about he's still a little bit behind the other players, yet I see him playing this hockey game. He's played extremely well.
10th player drafted overall. We'll check it out. It's either 9th or 10th. He looks taller to me, John. We saw him last year up in Boston. He looks like he's grown.
Bigger. He's only 19
years old. He's filling out. Dave Pichette carries it in. He's hit along the boards. Duguay tries to keep it in. Snuggerud breaks out. Nice pass to Granato across the line, offside. Snuggerud ahead of the play. Number 22. There's Tony Granato, one of the all-time greats at the University of Wisconsin. Second all-time leading scorer there.
You see him wearing the C on the sweater. He's the captain. Last year, he had 2 brothers playing hockey, Don and Rob. They're both captains of their team, and he had a sister playing hockey, and she was the captain of her team. So it runs in the family. He's a good hockey player. He went to conditioning camps over the last number of summers in Brainerd, Minnesota, a camp run by Ranger scout Chuck Grillo. I was there 1 year, and this kid, as a kid then, scored a hat trick on me. A little embarrassing.
You remembered him.
Oh, yeah.
Penalty is called here. Tony Granato will go off for holding. With 33 seconds remaining in this first period, Rangers will get a power play. Their 3rd of the game. Granato, number 21, joining Greg Brown in the penalty box. Brown went off for high sticking along with Paul Fenton. You see this face-off. You see them work. They're bumping and grinding. There's the 2 centermen, Gagne and Granato. Granato's got a hold of his stick, and the referee was right there. Here you see him holding it. Right away, Bergeron puts his power play unit on the ice. You see Poddubny, Mullen, and LaRouche, along with Bell and Pichette. They've been the power play for the Rangers every time they've had one here in the first period. With 20 seconds to go in this first period, Pichette sends to Mullen. Back for Pichette. Lead for Poddubny. He shoots. Save made by Blue off the blocker. Weinrich Marich and LaRouche tied up along the boards, unable to clear, kept in by Bell across to Pichette. 5 seconds to go. Nice feed for Poddubny, deflection wide. Pretty play, Pichette and Poddubny, but that's the end of the period. And the power play will carry over into the second period. Pretty good first period here. First preseason game for the Rangers. U.S. Olympic team has played 8 official games, a couple of others against NHL rookie teams. End of 1. It's the USA 2 and the Rangers 2. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Olympic Center in Lake Placid. New York Rangers and the U.S. Olympic team tied 2-2 end of the first period. Olympic team getting out on top at 4:05 with a power play goal by Corey Millen, and Pierre LaRouche tied it with a power play goal 7:34. 34 seconds later, Tony Granato made it 2-1. So Rangers property scoring.
Olympic team goes back up 2-1. Tony Granato scoring. Rangers come back. Deblois' tally tied 2-2. U.S. 9-4 shots on goal in the first. Sam Rose and John Davidson standing by for second period action, gentlemen.
Thank you, Bruce. Now underway, Rangers on a power play. Now a minute 20 seconds to go in the penalty to Tony Granato. LaRouche moves it to Brian Mullen. Sends it around the boards. Poddubny, LaRouche, Mullen, Pichette, and Bell on for the Rangers. Bob Froese in goal with Drago Adam, the backup tonight. John Blue in goal for the U.S. Olympic team with Mike Richter, the backup. Walt Poddubny, 40-goal scorer last season. Still with it, centers nicely to Mullen, off his stick, goes back into the corner to get it. Out to Bruce Bell. Back behind the net, LaRouche. Off the stick of Blue, Poddubny was tied up. Tries to dive for the puck and keep it in. Bell. This is Brian Leetch. Tied up by Brian Mullen. In comes Pierre LaRouche. 25 seconds to go in the power play. Dave Pichette. Taken away by Guy Goslin. Pichette gets it back. 15 seconds to go in the man advantage. Pichette. Back to the point, off the stick of Bruce Bell and out of the zone. Want to welcome our fans watching us across the country on the FNN Score Network. Welcome to New York Rangers hockey, preseason hockey. Clark Donatelli with a shot. Glove save by Froese. Just as the power play expired, Donatelli breaking in on the off wing with a good hard shot, and Froese grabs it.
Quite a collision between Leetch and Nemeth. Nemeth went down, and you see the Team USA's Donatelli go to his forehand to shoot the puck. He used the screen. Bob Froese, sharp with a catching hand, made the save. There's Donatelli. He feels he has a real good chance at making the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers with all kinds of contract problems with players like Andy Moog, Krushelnyski, Coffey. Might be some open spots there, Sam.
Minute and a half gone by in the second period. Corey Millen on the draw, takes it away. Millen checked by Beck. Along the boards, it's kept in by Donatelli. Huber plays the boards quickly. Lavalette with a good hit along the boards, and Beck comes over to help out and takes the puck around for Willie Huber. Up front, Nemeth, Erickson, and Deblois. This is Steve Nemeth, number 47. Donatelli couldn't find the puck. Erickson does, moves it ahead for Deblois, knocked away by Lavalette, and taken out by Clark Donatelli. Donatelli across the line against Beck. Drops it back for Scott Young. Round the boards it goes. Deblois goes after it. Bangs there with Jeff Norton. Deblois moves it into the Olympic zone. John Blue stops it for Eric Weinrich. Weinrich was a second-round draft pick of the New Jersey Devils in 1985. Scott Young. Young puts it through off the skates of Jeff Jackson. Ron Duguay has it. Gagne, Duguay, and Jackson up front. Pichette lead for Jackson. Jackson in against Jeff Norton. Back to Duguay. Sharp angle shot. Stick to side. Popped into the air. Millen plays it behind the net. It's blocked by Jackson. Now Greg Brown has it. Moves it around to Eric Weinrich. Make that Jeff Norton, number 6. Now it's Pichette for Jackson. Jackson comes in against Norton. Jackson checked by Norton. It's deflected. And the loose puck taken out by Steve Leetch, number 28. He feeds across to Kevin Stevens, and it's broken up nicely by Melnick. Brown sends it in. Melnick goes after the puck. Plays it off the stick of Froese. Nice move. Away from Craig Janney. The lead for Poddubny is a two-line pass. Whistled against the Rangers. 16:44 to go. Second period at Olympic Center in Lake Placid. Score tied 2-2. In Philadelphia this afternoon, the Islanders beat the Flyers 4-1. Billy Smith played the entire game for the Islanders. And Mark LaForest was one of the goaltenders. In goal, Kemp was the other one for Philadelphia. They also have Wendell Young. And it looks like Young and LaForest will be the guys to start the season when Hextall sits out an 8-game suspension. Penalty upcoming. Looks like Barry Beck is going to get a holding penalty. He doesn't like the call. Mark Fawcett, the young referee, calls it. Sticks up in the corner. We'll step out for a moment. Coming your way on Madison Square Garden Network Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Game night precedes the Rangers-Islanders preseason matchup. That'll be this Wednesday night. And a couple of other preseason games from Madison Square Garden. Rangers and the Hartford Whalers. Sunday, September the 27th. We're on the air at 7 o'clock with game night. And then October the 1st, Herb Brooks and the Minnesota North Stars come in. We'll have that game for you as well. That's Thursday night, October the 1st. Rangers and Minnesota North Stars at Madison Square Garden. Game night precedes all the action at 7 o'clock. So join us. We're looking forward to a good season. Tom Chorsky went off with Stu Kulak. They were pushing each other. It looks like they'll get 2 minutes each for roughing. Beck gets 2 minutes for holding. Time of all penalties, 3:26. And the Olympic team on its 4th power play of the game, they're 1 for 3. Huber bangs it out. Rangers have Erickson, Deblois, Melnick, and Huber on to kill the penalty. Olympic team. Lane McDonald, number 19, property of the Calgary Flames. He's checked by Melnick, leaves the puck in the corner. Erickson ties up his man. Kevin Miller comes over. Leach has it. Back to the point. That shot by Young. Stop the rebound. Off the glove of Froze. Beautiful save.
3 minutes and 26 seconds of the second.
Scott Fusco, number 9, along the boards. Fusco back to the point to Scott Young, number 14. Moves it ahead to Fusco. Checked by Deblois. Deblois tries to clear it. Young knocks it down. Young, a first-round draft pick of the Hartford Whalers, gave it away. Deblois comes in. Leach is back. Deblois moves in. Leach takes him out. Good play. Comes on goal. Blue steering it aside, and Leach moves it.
At 3:26.
Well, Leach, the Rangers' number 1 draft pick in 1986, looking very good and played well defensively on that one. Here comes Leach across the line, moving in against Huber. Moves in, slides it across. Fusco's shot is wide.
There was a little what you call hello dolly on that play. What a great move by Leach. He was off balance and couldn't finish, so he put it to the open side. There was nobody there.
I know Phil Esposito is watching the game back in New York. He's got to be smiling every time Leach touches the puck.
And what they've done here is put Young on the defense with Leach. Young is a forward. It seems to me that Team USA do not have the big shot from the point on their power play. They put Young back there, and he had that good long shot, and Bob Froze made the save there, plus a save on the rebound.
Craig Janney, number 15, moves in. Janney, first-round draft pick of the Boston Bruins in 1986, moves it back to Eric Weinrich. Gets it back, now to Weinrich. He looks, slides it across. That quick shot going wide. That shot taken by Brown. Kevin Stevens goes back to the point to Weinrich. Now to Janney. Janney looks back to Weinrich. Weinrich holds away from the sliding Deblois. Beck is back, teams at full strength. Brown behind the net. Janney missed it. Deblois picks up the puck. 14:25 to go. Second period. 2-2 the score. Deblois sending it in. John Blue lets it go. Greg Brown has the puck. Out in center ice, Kevin Stevens. It's deflected. Corey Millen tips it in to Craig Janney. Janney, number 15, tried to slide it across. LaRouche breaking it up. And played by Corey Millen out of the University of Minnesota. Millen to Jeff Norton. Norton plays it across to Tony Granato. Froze comes out to stop the puck. Melnick is tied up. Side of the net. It's played by LaRouche. Lead for Gordy Walker. Walker, number 36. Long shot knocked down by John Blue. Walker along the boards. Battles with Greg Brown. Jeff Norton, number 6, has the puck. Pass deflected. Kept in by Paul Fenton. He's bumped by Granato. Fenton with a shot sticked aside by Blue. Fenton again. Plays the boards to the far side. Snuggerud ties up LaRouche. Gordy Walker has the puck for the Rangers. Taken away by Jeff Norton. Lost it. Fenton tried to put it in front. Brown broke it up. Fenton again for LaRouche. Score! What work by Paul Fenton on that shift to keep the puck in, and he sets up LaRouche for his second goal of the game.
Fenton 2 or 3 times took the body well on the shift, and then Norton had a chance to move it out of the zone, and he did not get it out. Right away, that turnover costs them a goal. LaRouche in good position. Fenton with the good play, and the Rangers take the lead for the first time this game. Gordy Walker, along with Fenton on this shift, had an exceptional shift just with their work habits. They work and work and work, and they finally there. Fenton picked up the puck after Norton had missed it, and LaRouche finished the play up top for the 3-2 Ranger lead.
Pierre LaRouche, who just signed a new contract, off to a good start in preseason with his second goal of the game. Rangers lead 3-2. 13:05 remaining second period. Across the line, Lane McDonald with a shot that goes wide. Fenton has it and clears it out. LaRouche from Fenton at 6:44. Leach checked by Podubny. And a whistle stops play. Penalty called. High sticking is the call. Podubny is the man who's going to go. He doesn't like the call. Mark Fawcett sends him off. U.S. Olympic team will have a penalty. Podubny drew an extra 2 for misconduct. Podubny gets a double minor for high sticking and unsportsmanlike conduct.
See the stick as he tries to stop the man, and he got the stick up underneath the visor, and that's why the official made the call. And then Podubny argued the case, and so now it's up to the penalty killing unit to try and hold off the Olympians. You also see what the Olympians do here, Sam. The Olympic team, they flip-flop. Left winger will play on the right side, a right winger will play over on the left side on their power play. The same with their defensemen.
This is Kevin Miller, number 8 out of Michigan State, going back to Scott Young. Young across to Fusco for a shot. Saved by Froese. The rebound. Huber pushes it ahead. Deblois goes after it. Rangers able to clear. Scott Young goes down, and Kevin Miller has the puck.
And I think they'll keep Scott Young on the left point on their power play. He's good back there. He makes good passes. He has a better shot than the majority of their defensemen.
This is Kevin Miller moving in. Beck gets back, centered in front. The backhander, score! Pretty goal by Scott Fusco. A power play goal. And the score is tied 3-3.
And Team USA will stay on the power play as Podubny had drawn 2 minors. What a nice little shot that was by Fusco. When he got the puck on his backhand, Froese was moving. There you see Barry Beck couldn't get to the puck. Now, I believe it's Huber with Fusco in front. And watch Fusco just make a little move, then a little backhand as he's shooting the puck. Froese had been moving to his left, and it was very difficult to move his foot back to the right. And it was not a hard shot, but a very, very accurate shot, and a power play goal.
Second power play goal for the U.S. Olympic team. They go on another power play now. Their 6th of the game. They are 2 for 5. Podubny getting the double minors. Craig Janney, number 15, with the puck, sliding it across to Steve Leach. Leach, who played at the University of New Hampshire, drafted by the Washington Capitals in 1984, second-round pick. Kevin Stevens, number 18, slides it over to Craig Janney. Back to Stevens, comes out of the corner, puts it in front. Nice block by Steve Nemeth. Nemeth, number 47, checking Stevens. Janney goes back to Eric Weinrich. Weinrich to Craig Janney. Janney fakes the shot, back to Weinrich. Now across to Greg Brown, to Weinrich, to Janney. Pass blocked by Melnick, who gets the puck, and it deflects out. The goal is Fusco from Millen and Leach at 7:51. Now it's Janney across the line, meets Levens, hit by Beck with the stick. Janney still with the puck, drops it back to Weinrich for the shot. Saved by Froese, the rebound, still loose. Janney with another chance, hit the crossbar. Deflects to the far side. Brown slides it side of the net. Froese trying to pop in front. The referee blew the whistle. He lost sight of it. It was poked free and slid right through the crease. But referee Mark Fawcett lost sight of the puck and blew the whistle.
I think it was Stevens, the man in front, that just got that puck away from Bob Froese before he was able to hold it up. What a shot by Janney out of the slide. He picked up a rebound. You'll see the shot low on the ice. It's going to be a rebound, and Janney's out of traffic. Watch the quick release he has as 2 men went after Stevens, and off the crossbars where that shot went. by Janney in the slot. And you'll see it again here. As two men go to the man in front, who is Stevens, you'll see him get knocked down. Boom, right there, and that opens up somebody in front, and that's Janney. And a quick wrist shot, which had Bob Froese beaten on the play. The Olympians moving the puck around pretty well. Here's Stevens jumping in, knocking the puck loose, and it just went wide.
Would not have counted because the whistle had blown. 46 seconds to go, and Poddubny's second penalty. Second of the double minor. Puck is frozen in the corner. Stopping play. 10:47 remaining in the second period. Score tied 3-3.
That last play, there was 3 blue jerseys in the corner. 2 New York Rangers. Gagne, who won the draw back to the corner, and Barry Beck. Barry Beck, with his strength, was able to hold that puck along the boards and force the face-off. The Rangers need that from the Rangers. A big defenseman who's strong along the boards, slow the pace down when the other team's on the power play. Gagne again wins a face-off. Looks pretty good in that role.
Beck kicks the puck around. Huber gets to it. Snuggerud after him. Huber able to clear it out. Whistle stops play. The puck touched with a stick above the shoulder by the U.S. Olympic team, and will be brought back into the Olympic zone for a face-off. Dave Gagne, who played part of last season, has played part of 3 seasons with the Rangers, played most of last season with New Haven, #1 draft pick in 1983. And we finally cleared up, by the way, we mentioned earlier, Brian Leetch was the 9th player chosen overall in 1986. But Gagne, he's running out of chances, I think. The pressure is on for him to make it.
It's going to be even tougher this year.
That was Scott Fusco who scored the tying goal for the U.S. Olympic team, #9.
One thing Gagne did was put on some weight over the summer. He put on about 8 pounds. He's lost 3 of that, but he wanted to bulk up a little bit. It's not excess weight. It was strength weight.
Millen tried to get in and almost did, and lost his balance. Bruce Bell has the puck. 10 seconds to go on Poddubny's penalty. Out in center, it's Brian Leetch. Across to Scott Young. Pass deflected by Erickson. Good forechecking by Erickson. Poddubny is back. Teams are at full strength. Olympic team 2 for 6 on the power play. Almost to give it away. It is. Poddubny is in, and it's blocked by Blue. Great play. John Blue knocking it off the stick of Poddubny. Leetch sends it ahead. Dave Snuggerud leaves it for Corey Millen. Millen across the line. Back to Snuggerud for the shot. Save made by Froese and cleared aside. Bell has the puck. Bruce Bell. Played 1 year with Quebec, 2 years with St. Louis. Bell moving in. Bumped by Scott Young. Gets it back. That shot knocked down by Blue. Covers the rebound with Bell there looking for it. 9:32 remaining. Second period. Rangers and the U.S. Olympic team tied 3-3. John Blue out of the University of Minnesota. Winnipeg Jets draft pick. Coming up with a big stop off Walt Poddubny. Beck tried to keep it in, fired into the corner, but it was over the glass into the crowd, and the faceoff will be brought out to center ice. Barry Beck, the second player drafted in 1977 in the NHL draft, right behind Dale McCourt.
He's really built up the muscles around the bad shoulder to try and keep that shoulder together. Here's Poddubny with good reach, and Blue, the aggressive goaltender, went right after him. And you don't see that often anymore. The goaltenders using their stick to poke check the forward. And Blue, who hails from El Toro, California, made a good save. Imagine that. El Toro,
nice
California.
Play.
Sounds like burrito.
Nice place to be from. Oh, John, you look good. You slimmed down over the summer.
Another ton to go. Coming along.
Brian Mullen hit by Greg Brown. Mullen tries to move it again. Brown takes it away. Keeps it in for Kevin Miller, #8. Miller drops it into the corner. Lane McDonald, #19, comes out nicely. A shot off the chest of Froese. He's run in too hard, but Froese has the puck, making the stop. 8:46 remaining in the second period.
One thing about McDonald, he has good foot speed. A Calgary Flame property, and you'll see him cut around as he makes a good play, and then he's going to go to the net and get a good shot. Bob Froese stays up. He's a good stand-up goaltender and made the save. And the puck was loose for a second. And boom, you see Miller get hit by Mullen. And Bob Froese appears to be all right. I think he banged his head or the back of his neck. You see him flexing it around. Bob Froese, by the way, become a new father for the 3rd time. September 10th, a young son.
He spent most of the summer right here in Lake Placid. Has a cottage up here.
James Christian, 6 pounds 6 ounces, the
That's
third.
great. Good man. A lot of fun in the locker room too.
A little off the wall. You're right.
A sharp wit.
Okay.
Larry Melnick moves it up to Paul Fenton, number 42. Cross for Poddubny. Dave Pichette, number 39, knocked down. Loose puck in center, played by Fenton. He's bumped by Steve Leach. And Eric Weinrich has the puck. All the way down it goes. One difference in the NHL rules and the Olympic rules was that might have been an automatic icing. Had it been an icing call, that would have been automatic as soon as it's sent down across the goal line. You see automatic icing call. You don't have to wait for the player to go back and make a touch. Steve Leach comes out of the corner. Try to put it in front. It's deflected. Deblois clears it out. 8 minutes to go. Second period. 3-3 the score.
You see with this Team USA here, a lot of the swirling Herb Brooks style of play. Circling and circling. The Rangers, in my mind, are doing a pretty good job picking up their checks in their own zone.
Corey Millen into the corner. Melnick got the elbow up. Let's see if he's called for it. Whistle stops play. It is elbowing on Larry Melnick with 7:47 remaining in the second period. Another power play for the Olympic team coming up. Larry Melnick gets 2 minutes for elbowing at 12:13. And the U.S. Olympic team 2 for 6 on the power play thus far. Gets another opportunity. They send out Brian Leach and Guy Goslin at the points. Clark Donatelli, Corey Millen, and Scott Young up front. The back pass is out of the zone. Guy Goslin, number 4, with the puck. Minnesota Duluth product. Winnipeg Jets draft pick in 1982. Millen for Donatelli, and now Scott Young. Young hooked from behind by Erickson. Took him off the puck. Beck trying to clear down. Sent it up into the crowd. Barry Beck will see a lot of action in preseason games. He needs the playing time. And Coach Michel Bergeron certainly aware of that. And coming up following the second period, John will have a very interesting interview with the Rangers' new head coach, Michel Bergeron. Talk about a lot of subjects. John sat down with the coach earlier this week. Stay tuned for that.
You look at Barry Beck on the ice, and he's logging a lot of ice time here, especially since the Rangers have had penalty problems. One thing about Beck, he did not mind the hard work. In fact, he loves to work hard, and he'll spend those extra hours to get himself back into good game shape. Played little football back in Vancouver.
To test the shoulder.
Right, exactly. So there was a little, physical play there, and he tested positive.
Leach across to Fusco. Olympic power play. Pass missing connection. Comes all the way down. This will be an icing if Huber gets there first, and he does. Icing called on the Olympic team. A minute 15 to go in the penalty to Larry Melnick. Willie Huber, who got married over the summer.
Three Rangers got married over the
Walt
summer.
Poddubny got married.
Gagne.
And Dave Gagne.
Huber's going to play out his option, I understand. Kind of interesting. He's a big player who has a lot of skills. Once in a while, he doesn't have enough confidence in his own abilities, I don't think. And, with the logjam of defensemen, it's, am I going to get traded? Maybe it's, hey, be a little more positive. Yeah, I think he can be a good player. He and Beck, if they get together killing penalties, you've got a lot of size and strength there.
Instead of looking over your shoulder, look straight ahead.
It's an insecure feeling sometimes, I guess, to have a lot of people around, a new head coach. I think they should try and be positive, and there'll be a good squad to make this year.
Here's Fusco along the boards on the power play. Weinrich try to put it in front, deflected, knocked down by Jim Levens. Levens sends out Steve Nemeth, number 47. Nemeth weaves his way in nicely, still with the puck. Goes back to defenseman Bruce Bell, number 29. Now Levens. Good work between Nevins, Bell, and Levens. By Nemeth, Bell, and Levens. Across the line comes Kevin Stevens, knocked out by Bruce Bell. 30 seconds to go in Melnick's penalty. 16 to go in the second period. 3-3 the score. Millen couldn't control the pass, and Deblois sends it down. Eric Weinrich with Duguay forechecking. Good work by Duguay. Millen for the puck, and a penalty called.
Weinrich, I believe, with interference. It's a holding call as Ron Duguay was trying to establish position, and there's still 13 seconds remaining in the penalty to Melnick. And after that, the Rangers will probably be on a power play. There's Duguay getting position, and Weinrich has a hold of him. Duguay doing his best to get away, and it's that good effort that drew the penalty. The second time this game that Duguay has drawn a penalty, in that offensive zone.
Weinrich for holding at 14 minutes. Bruce Beck is standing by at ice side. Bruce, what's going on?
With me is Cynthia White.
It's fast, and it's something that you have to try.
Thank you very much. Back upstairs.
Clark Donatelli moves in. Rangers now have the extra man on. Rangers power play.
She kidding me? 75 miles an hour. She's got to be nuts.
That's the way you drive.
That's different.
On the streets. LaRouche to Poddubny. Now to Brian Mullen. His shot is blocked. And that score. Beautiful follow-up by Poddubny. Mullen's shot was blocked by Jeff Norton. Poddubny trailing the play. It's a power play goal for the Rangers, who regain the lead 4-3.
I think Poddubny just one-handed this puck. He just chipped it, and you'll see a loose puck, and he has to reach for it. Mullen's going to get himself an assist, and there's Poddubny, actually two hands on the stick, but he chipped at it over top. He had to reach quickly for it and got to actually beat the defenseman to the puck, beat the goaltender over the shoulder. And Mullen over on that side of the ice went to the net, and Poddubny, not being checked very well at all, picked up the rebound.
Second power play goal by that unit of LaRouche, Poddubny, and Mullen. And the Rangers lead 4-3 with 5:20 to go in the second period. That shot going wide. Comes to the near side. Leach is there. He's bumped along the boards. Bodies go flying. Pile up along the boards. And a whistle stops play. Penalties called. Beck getting involved with Tony Granato, a Rangers draft pick, as they push and shove. So Beck quickly getting into the center of action here.
There was a penalty upcoming, I believe, to the New York Rangers. Granato was there. Mullen was there. And
Tom Chorsky, number 7 for the U.S. Olympic team, was there. And
Beck, I think, is going to get the original penalty. The hand was up from the referee, and I believe it was to Beck. And the Rangers will be shorthanded once again.
Beck questioning the call of Mark Fawcett. It's a cross-checking penalty.
Well, we'll see Mullen go to get the puck along the boards here, and he goes down. Now Beck comes in from behind, and watch his stick. There's not much of a cross-check there. Either that or I'm losing it up here. I don't know. Pretty strange call.
All right, Beck goes off. And power play number 8 in the game for the U.S. Olympic team. They're 2 for 7. The Rangers go-ahead goal is Poddubny, a power play goal from Mullen and LaRouche at 14:28. The penalty, Barry Beck for cross-checking at 14:49. And the Olympic team, as I mentioned, 2 for 7. Thus far, Rangers send out Duguay, Eriksson, Melnick, and Hubert. Hubert to the puck, lifts it out. Hops over the glove of Greg Brown. He's back for it. Duguay on him. 5 minutes to go in the second period. Ryan Leach. Lane McDonald. Cross the line against Melnick. Still with it. Back pass. Leach moves in. Leach spinning. Puts it in front. Broken up by Willie Hubert. Race for the puck. Melnick is after it and gets there. Melnick. Sharp angle shot stopped by Blue. Eriksson. Nice feed for Deblois. Saved by Blue. Pretty play, and the whistle stops play. Eriksson and Deblois.
Deblois was clipped in the face just as he took that shot where Blue made the good save. The Rangers very aggressive here with their penalty killing, just like they were all last season. Melnick and Eriksson were up front first of all, and you'll see Eriksson work the puck out. Deblois goes into the slot. That seems to be a wide open area, and you'll see him shoot the puck, and the stick comes up from Brown and gets Deblois right in the face. He stays on the ice, seems to be all right.
Minute 23 to go. And the penalty to Barry Beck, 4:34 to go. In the second period, Lucien Deblois, whose season was cut short last year with a knee injury.
Then he had an ankle injury after that. He stayed in New York all summer and worked out. He's maybe in the best shape of his career. He knows it's going to be a tough go to make this squad. Bergeron likes his style of play, though. Of course, that waiver draft coming up in about 2.5 weeks, where the Rangers are allowed to protect 16 players, and there's 26 players, I believe, available in that. Well, as far as are available to be protected.
Moving in Bell taking the puck away as Janney moved in. It's Scott Young at the point. Into the slot to Craig Janney. Janney slides it in front. Taken down was Leach. That shot stopped by Froze. Steve Leach. Number 28 was taken down in front. Rangers able to clear out. 50 seconds to go in Beck's penalty.
That waiver draft, they upped it one player this year, Sam. You're allowed to protect 17 players.
Right.
They just changed that the other day. Not 16.
Plus 2 goaltenders.
Right.
Back to the point to Eric Weinrich. Weinrich holds. Slides it across to Janney. Rather to Scott Young, excuse me. The shot is stopped. Somebody was in the crease. That'll bring the face-off out. Mark Fawcett, the young referee, has been calling that very closely in this game and has stopped play several times with a man in the crease and sending the puck out to center ice for a face-off.
Every year there's a new rule. Early in the season, the referees enforce it. Last year was the high sticking. As you look at Eric Weinrich, a product of the Maine youth hockey, and there hasn't been many players come out of the state of Maine. He belongs to the New Jersey Devils, a second rounder in 1985, played at the University of Maine. The Devils have 2 or 3 players. Terrari's one.
Right.
And of course, Weinrich, who we were just looking at.
Scott Fusco was their property for a while. He's now a free agent. Huber feeds Erickson. Erickson moves across with Duguay. Puck slides into the corner. Duguay after it. Bumps there with Lavalette. 12 seconds to go in the Olympic power play. Tom Chorsky, number 7, is there. Goes back to Young. Moves it up to Lavalette. And it's cleared out. Melnick gave it away. In comes Clark Donatelli. Beck is back. The shot. Score! Donatelli ties it 4-4. Great shot. We saw him take a real big one earlier. This time he fires it past Bob Froze.
It was from exactly the same place, Sam. And he's a left-handed shot. He gets the puck. And you'll see him use the man as a screen, exactly like he did earlier in this period, only he went to the stick side this time and not the catching hand side. And this may even have ricocheted off the Ranger defenseman there, who I believe was Melnick, who was down trying to block the shot. But Donatelli with the shot and the goal, a very, very accurate shot. There you see Dave Peterson, the head coach. Peterson was a goaltender, and he was a younger player, and he's the goaltending coach and head coach of Team USA.
3 minutes remaining, second period, tied 4-4. Donatelli unassisted at 16:52 to tie it. Brian Mullen in the corner. He's taken down, penalty call. Tony Granato will go for holding with 2:50 remaining in the second period. Rangers power play coming up, score tied 4-4. 17:50 the time of Granato's holding penalty, his second minor of the game. Rangers are 2 for 4 on the power play, with LaRouche and Podubny scoring the power play goals. Podubny, LaRouche, Pichette. That shot by Mullen hitting the side of the net. Blocked by Mullen, the clear out pass. Podubny checked by Guy Goslin, number 4. Mullen has the puck. Back pass to Pichette. Deflected nicely by Snuggerud. Pichette gets it to Mullen. Mullen over to Bruce Bell, number 29. Passed. Pichette has got to go back and recover. Podubny to help out. Now Bruce Bell. Lead pass broken up at the line by Goslin. Bell gets it back and moves in. Bruce Bell. Double team to knock down by Goslin. Puck taken by Pichette. Controls and shoots. Save. Rebound wide. LaRouche hanging around that net. Bruce Bell across to Pichette. Pichette moves in a shot. Leg save by Blue. A beauty. Snuggerud with the puck. And he clears it all the way down.
Pichette could have moved in on that play. There was nobody around him, but he saw Podubny to the right side of the goaltender, and he tried sort of a shot pass type of a play. But the goaltender made a good save. Pichette's very active on the power play.
LaRouche's pass given away. Shot by Kevin Miller. Stopped by Froze, who came out. Good save by Froze. Rangers move it. Paul Fenton on. Now with Dave Gagne and LaRouche, who bats it ahead. It's deflected by Weinrich. Blue clears it out of the zone. Rangers almost caught on a change with too many men on the ice. 35 seconds to go on the power play for the Rangers. Minute 25 to go, second period. Tied 4-4. Huber checked by Lane McDonald. Beck moves it to Gagne. Gagne comes down, fires around the boards. Paul Fenton goes into the corner. Back behind the net. Gordy Walker tied up by Peter Lavalette. Olympic team has it. Clark Donatelli out with a puck. Donatelli out of Boston University moves in against Beck. Donatelli holds. Huber has it. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Beck with a puck. Tries to move it ahead and does. Fenton in center. Cross ice pass taken away by Granato, who's just back. Teams are at full strength. Rangers now 2 for 5 on the power play. Granato overskated that puck. Here's Gagne moving in. His shot is blocked by Jeff Norton, and then Donatelli has the puck. 30 seconds to go in the second period. 4-4 the score. Froze. Taps it over to Pichette. Lead for Deblois behind him. Craig Janney puts it into the Rangers zone. Melnick is there to play it out. Between periods. Here is a shot by Janney. Saved by Froze, and the rebound he steered wide. I thought he wanted to put it into his glove. And here's a break for Deblois. He moves in. He scores! With 2 seconds remaining in the period, Lucien Deblois with a beautiful move. And the Rangers lead it 5-4.
Team USA had a shot from the slot, and Bob Froze made a save, and there was 2 blue jerseys. 2 players fell down into Bob Froze. There's a save from the slot. They go after the rebound, and you'll see the blue players being knocked down going after the rebound. Now that traps those players as the Rangers come out of their own zone. A great pass from Eriksson to Deblois, who was hooked, kept his balance, and that little delay made Blue, the goaltender, go back and go down prematurely, and the Rangers get a big goal to take the lead here with just 2 seconds left in the second period. What a pass by Eriksson.
Froze was getting involved side of the net. It almost stopped play. And the final 2 seconds tick off, but the Rangers able to come down on the breakaway. And Deblois moving in with a pretty goal. Bob Froze making the big stop. And the Rangers coming alive in that second period, taking the lead a couple of times, and at the end of 2, lead it 5-4. We'll be right back. Excitement. 19:58 of the second period gives the Rangers a 5-4 lead.
Deblois from Eriksson made it 5-4, and we're underway with the start of the third period. John Davidson, the goaltenders remain the same.
Unassisted. As action starts here in the third period, teams at even strength. Last year, Sam, 102 U.S.-born players played at least 1 game in the National Hockey League, and that was just a great improvement over the year before, and you're seeing the U.S.-born players become a large part of the National Hockey League.
Well, I think with Bob Johnson, the executive director now of the amateur hockey program, it should be very, very active program, as what Bob does, one of the great promoters of American hockey.
He's actually watching this game tonight. They had the local cable system in Colorado Springs pick up the feed, and they're able to watch Team USA in action. Here, McDonald and Gagne, away from the play, were jousting with each other, and they're being sent to the penalty box. Dave Peterson behind the bench from Minneapolis. He coached high school hockey for 27 years before he moved into the international level. He's coached the World Junior teams for Team USA past seasons. And I think he'll do a good job behind the bench. You can see they're very well disciplined. They're a team that works hard.
Under international rules, with coincidental minors, it'd be 4 aside. We're playing NHL rules tonight, and they remain 5 aside early in the third period. Eric Weinrich sending it ahead to Clark Donatelli. Lead pass for Scott Young, moving in against Gordy Walker. Walker takes him down, penalty call. Mark Fawcett, 29-year-old referee, has been calling him tight. He calls Gordy Walker for hooking at 1:06, and the Olympic team will go on its 8th power play of the game.
Young, a Hartford Whaler first rounder, had Walker beaten to the outside, and Walker reached in with a stick. And Team USA will get another chance in the power play. They've had a multitude of power plays in this game. Young, who can play defense and forward, See, Sam, when the Olympics start, you have to name a team of just 20 skaters plus your goaltenders. And if you have injuries during the Olympic tournament, you cannot replace them with players that have not been named in that top 20. So you have to have players that are versatile, play forward and defense, and that's why they like a Scott Young.
Power play number 9 for the Olympic team. They're 2 for 8. Brian Leetch, number 2, across to Greg Brown. Brown holds, banks it off the boards to Corey Millen. Millen's pass deflected off the chest of Willie Huber. Brown keeps it in. Put in front, Beck breaks it up. Huber trying to get to it. Brown keeps it in. Erickson and Huber along the boards. Duguay takes the puck away, pulled down by Corey Millen. Penalty called. Millen will go. That'll even things up. 18-19 remaining. Third period. Rangers lead the U.S. Olympic team 5-4.
Maybe the quickest skater. Well, he is the best skater that Team USA has to offer. With this lots of room now, with each team having a player in a penalty box, could be a player to watch.
Larry Melnick drops into the corner. Norton and Deblois bang. Pichette has the puck. Out for Podubny, off his stick, taken back by Greg Brown. Brown moves across against Melnick. His shot stopped, and the rebound cleared away by Pichette. Bob Froese and John Blue, the goaltenders, have gone all the way. Another save off the shot by Brown. The loose puck. Pichette able to get it over to Podubny, and he sends out Deblois. Deblois has had a good game. Feed for Podubny. Podubny moves in. A shot stopped by Blue. Nice shot by Podubny as he looked across at Deblois and then fired the wrist shot going the other way. Norton trying to put it in front, deflects across, and played by Brian Mullen. Rangers power play will begin in 20 seconds. Long fake. Leetch with a quick hands deflected it as Mullen wound up for a long shot.
If I would have had a mustache on that guy, I don't know. You got to start the first game, huh, Sam?
Be with us Wednesday night. Rangers will play the Islanders in preseason play from Madison Square Garden. We'll be on the air with game night at 7 o'clock. Mike Emmerich will be sitting alongside John Davidson to bring you the play-by-play on that one. Brian Leetch moves it around to Steve Leetch. No relation. Steve Leetch is L-E-A-C-H. Brian Leetch, L-E-E-T-C-H. Pierre LaRouche with the puck. Rangers have a man advantage for 30 seconds. LaRouche moves in with Mullen and Walker. Walker with a drive over the top. Wound up and chipped it high. Brian Leetch has the puck.
Gordy Walker has an excellent shot. He misplayed that one after Bell had broken up the play in the Rangers zone. The Rangers had a 3-on-2, and Walker just missed the puck.
Mullen takes it away from Steve Leetch. Clears the zone. 8 seconds to go on the Rangers man advantage.
You saw the penalties here in the third period, Sam. Has been hooking and holding. You wonder if players on both teams are maybe tiring a little bit. And the play here, the level seems to have dropped just a little bit.
Teams are at full strength now with 16:10 to go in the third period. Rangers lead 5-4. Cross ice pass. Millen intercepting. Goes back to Peter Lavalette. Moves it ahead. Tipped in. Lane McDonald, number 19. Checked by Bruce Bell. Bell has the puck. Tripped up. Lane McDonald will go. Delayed penalty on the Olympic team. Paul Fenton has it. Moves in. He's bumped. And a whistle stops play. Weinrich bumping Fenton. 15:53 to go in the third period. Rangers will have a power play advantage when we come back. Lane McDonald for tripping at 4:07. Rangers go on their 8th power play. That last one was 31 seconds. They are 2 for 7.
It was Bell that had the puck, and he made a quick move, a cut by the net, and he drew the penalty.
Scott Young goes in, and it's deflected by Froese. Nice move by Scott Young breaking in. Paul Fenton working up front with Podubny, and now Kulak. Podubny trying to set up in front. A whistle stops play, and another penalty called.
Well, Norton and Podubny were going in that slot area as the puck was wide to the right, and Podubny was trying to establish position. He had the stick up, as did Norton, and they're both going to get minor penalties. Both called for high sticking. You'll see him come right in the front here. They've got a hold of each other. Podubny reacts after he took a high stick with the high stick.
Walt Podubny had an outstanding year last year in his first year with the Rangers after coming over from the Toronto Maple Leafs.
They talked about moving him to right wing maybe this year, and he doesn't want to. He'd rather play center. He is a good skater. he's an effortless skater. It doesn't look like you see a big effort going into the skating style, but he certainly gets the job done, and you see his touch around the net as he has scored that nice goal earlier in this hockey game.
Norton and Podubny for high sticking at 4:24. Rangers remain on the power play. 5-on-4 skating advantage. Lavalette bangs it up the boards. Kept in by Huber. Huber plays it to LaRouche. Nice pass. Out of the corner comes Mullen. He shoots. He scores. Pretty play by Brian Mullen. It's a power play goal. The Rangers' third power play goal of the game. And LaRouche with a pretty between the legs pass found Mullen. And Mullen got some room. And that's what the Rangers are looking for.
That power play unit is clicked in this hockey game. Huber kept it in. And now they have 3 players on this near side of the ice. And LaRouche knew that he was drawing the man over towards him. Mullen, you can see his experience. He waited. The defenseman went down, and then you saw the high, accurate shot by Mullen. That was Weinrich that dropped down, and Mullen just held on to the puck. And there is a positive fan in the stands.
Well, that was the shirt from the 1986 playoffs. The other thing is that the forward was faked by Mullen, who thought he was going to pass back to the point. Spun around, and Mullen was able to move out for the shot. Erickson feet for Huber is off his stick, and Duguay goes back for the puck.
Mullen's a good player. He played the power play for Winnipeg throughout most of his career, and their centerman there was Howardchuk, and that's a pretty good hockey player. But you can see Mullen when he gets the puck, and he's getting the puck along the boards in this hockey game and controlling it. And I think he's played very, very well. You see the experience that he has when he holds onto that puck.
Tom Chorsky moving in. Chorsky holds. Backhands it for Lane McDonald. McDonald out of Harvard University drops it back behind the goal line. Scott Fusco comes over, another Harvard product, sends it back to Kevin Miller. Shot blocked by Melnick, and Melnick is hurt. Pass across to Guy Goslin. Goslin, number 4, goes out to center to Lane McDonald. Melnick limping to the bench. 14:20 to go, third period. Rangers lead 6-4. The goaltenders have played all the way. Froze for the Rangers. John Blue for the Olympic team. Stu Kulak comes in, 2-line pass whistled against the Rangers. The goal was Mullen, a power play goal from Huber and LaRouche at 4:34.
There's Melnick on the bench. He got to the bench under his own steam, and he actually got that puck, Sam, above the knee pad and below his hockey pants. The left leg is where he got hit, and that will be some sore tomorrow. It's going to be an ice pack on the way home. Watch Mullen again here. He gets the puck, and you'll see the defenseman go down. That's Weinrich. Now he delays and delays and delays. The forward has to stay there because 2 wrongs don't make a right. If he would have gone over to Mullen, Mullen would have passed it to the open man. Mullen with a good accurate shot up over top of the shoulder of the goaltender.
But when Mullen came out, he was looking out to the point, and that spun Snuggerud around. The puck deflects on goal. Froze covers up for a face-off. For the Rangers tonight, well, we've got something going here. Scott Young and Jeff Jackson going at it. 2 14s. Oh, Jackson boy. Getting in some big ones, and Young coming back. Wow. Oh, and Jackson wants to go for some more here.
See, his jersey came loose there. And Gagne just gave
Donatelli
a little shot right in the mush. Barry Beck's in the middle of everything. The 2 linesmen are still trying to break up Jackson and Young. Oh boy, it was a heavyweight job there, wasn't it?
Saw a heavyweight job yesterday in Rangers camp. George McPhee and Rudy Pochek dropping the gloves. At first it was broken up when they were just shadowing around, and Pochek went after him. They bruised each other badly.
Pochek's been busy in training camp with his fists. There's Jackson holding up his man, and they have their sticks and arms high, and it just developed into a scrap.
It's like Jackson gave him one to start it.
Yeah, he did.
With the glove.
Absolutely. Scott
Young, some blood coming down from his lower lip. Scott Young out of Boston University, first-round draft pick of the Hartford Whalers in 1986.
190 pounds. He handled himself very well. Now, you heard Bergeron. He said that they need some size. They've got Willie Plett in camp, Jeff Brubaker in camp, Jay Caulfield back. Caulfield worked very hard in the offseason to improve his skating, and boy, he looks like a football player on the ice. He's huge. He's a big guy.
It's not only size, toughness.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
toughness is what they want.
Yeah. People that know their roles, know when to play aggressive. Barry Beck's logged a lot of ice time, hasn't looked out of place at all.
Rangers having good nights tonight. Brian Mullen, a goal and 2 assists for 3 points in his first action as a Ranger. Lucien Deblois with 2 goals. And Pierre LaRouche, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points. And the power play has looked good. LaRouche playing on it has been very effective. Mullen as well.
Mullen, all 3 of his points have been on the power play. And Bergeron will use these players in their specified roles.
Looks like Jeff Jackson will pick up an extra 2 minutes, and the U.S. Olympic team will get another power play opportunity. They're 2 for 9 on the power play. Rangers have 3 power play goals. Gordy Walker will serve the extra 2 minutes. 5:54 the time of the penalties. And the Olympic team sending out Craig Janney, Steve Leach, Kevin Stevens, Greg Brown, and Peter Lavalette. Eriksson trying to break out. Lavalette gets back to stop him. Greg Brown after the puck. Duguay right on him. Ranger forwards doing a good job penalty killing as far as challenging and getting right on the puck.
They did that a lot of last year. Duguay certainly did it once he became a Ranger later in the season. And Jan Eriksson, he has a hard-working shift every time he's on the ice, and especially in that penalty killing role. He can just tie people up, and he's smart at reading plays.
Duguay with a good play there, getting it back to Beck, and now Huber. Sent on in. U.S. Olympic team will play in Philadelphia tomorrow night. They'll bus to Albany tonight and fly to Philadelphia tomorrow. Rangers next preseason action will be Wednesday night at Madison Square Garden against the Islanders. And we'll have it for you right here on Madison Square Garden Network, starting with game night at 7 o'clock. Bruce Bell carrying the puck. Bell comes down, backhands it in front, steered aside by John Blue. I forgot the Rangers will play Tuesday night on the island before Wednesday night. Before the Wednesday night game at the Garden. So it's Tuesday night, Rangers at the Islanders, and then Wednesday night, Rangers at home against the Islanders. Jackson and Young, 5 minutes each for fighting. Jackson picks up an extra 2 for cross-checking at 5:54. And 38 seconds remain in the Olympic power play. Kevin Miller tied up by Melnick, so Melnick is okay back on the ice after taking that shot. Leach slides it down side of the net. Lane McDonald's pass deflected, kept in by Eric Weinrich. Into the corner it goes. Melnick gets over there, up the boards. Weinrich comes down. Nice feed for Millen in front. The shot blocked off the stick of Bruce Bell into the crowd. The shot taken by Scott Fusco, played on the U.S. Olympic team in 1984. Graduate of Harvard University, played in Switzerland last year. Originally a draft pick of New Jersey. Currently a free agent. Couple of U.S. Olympic team members scratched. Todd Okerlund has got a broken nose. He's Islander property. Brad Jones belongs to Winnipeg. Alan Bourbeau, Chris Terreri of the Devils, Jim Johansson. Okerlund is the son of a well-known announcer.
Mean Gene.
The host of wrestling.
Brad Jones played the end of last year with the Winnipeg Jets. He's at his sister's wedding. No injury problems with him. Pretty good player.
Peter Lavalette with the puck. 5 seconds to go in the Olympic power play. Duguay forechecking. Lavalette goes back to Greg Brown. Gordy Walker returns, serving out the minor for Jeff Jackson. Team's at full strength. Brown's pass blocked by Beck, who clears the zone. 11:55 to go, third period. Rangers have a goal here in the third and lead the Olympic team 6-4. Donatelli almost lost to Gordy Walker. Now LaRouche for Walker is blocked. Jeff Norton sliding across, or rather Peter Lavalette sliding across to make the block, and he's on top of the puck. Peter Lavalette, who played at Westfield State, Division III hockey, and was picked up as a free agent by Minnesota. North Stars sent him to Indianapolis last year, and now he's a Ranger property.
Sam, when he went to Minnesota's training camp, he had a bad wrist, and he was sent down to the International Hockey League, played under an IHL contract, which isn't for a lot of money. He reads this play very well. You see LaRouche trying to get it across to Gordy Walker. Lavalette went to the ice surface and covered up the play. A great play. But Lavalette, Jack Ferrara, the head of the scouts for the Rangers, is the man that turned Lavalette towards the Olympic team here. He said he has improved 100% in 1 year. They expect big things from him.
Brian Mullen lead for LaRouche. LaRouche coming down against Guy Goslin. LaRouche shoots it, blocked by Goslin. Back behind the net. LaRouche after it. He's tied up. And the puck taken away by Brian Leach. Leach sends it out to Tony Granato. Deflected. Pichette able to clear the zone. Now it's Gordy Walker, number 36. Fires from long range. Wide of the net. Bounces out to Leach, who's tied up. Knocks it away from LaRouche. And Leach unable to clear the zone. Mullen to LaRouche. LaRouche shoots. Saved by Blue. LaRouche around for Gordy Walker. Walker comes out, slides it across, and just missed by Mullen. Rangers looking good on this shift here. Puck is frozen in the corner by LaRouche and Gosselin with 10:52 to go, third period, and the Rangers leading the U.S. Olympic team 6-4. Center in Lake Placid. Rangers' first preseason game, and they lead the U.S. Olympic team 6-4.
I thought the Rangers would get better as the game went along, simply because they haven't played a game, they haven't played as units. Now you see these lines starting to blend pretty well together here. They're having a good third period.
Kulak fires from a sharp angle. The rebound missed by Fenton. The shot just going wide. Some good forechecking by the Rangers. Bruce Bella's had a good game on defense for the Rangers. Jeff Norton has the puck. He's Islanders property. Norton out of the University of Michigan, drafted by the Islanders in 1984. Kulak lost his helmet. He's on top of Norton as they battle, and an offside is whistled. Delayed offside. Kulak looking for somebody. Kulak has been active. There is Jeff Norton. Third-round draft pick of the Islanders in 1984.
Played for Red Berenson, former NHL player at the University of Michigan, is where Norton played. Red Berenson is a good college coach, and he demands a lot out of his players. So if you've developed in his system, you've been through it.
Now to look at Stu Kulak, who came over from Edmonton last year, started the season with Vancouver. Beck slows down Chorsky. Chorsky after the puck, checked by Nemeth. The back pass is picked up by Jan Eriksson. Comes out with Deblois. Eriksson moves in against Lavalette, who takes him down. And the puck moved up to Clark Donatelli. Lost it. Eriksson tries to get it to Nemeth. Nemeth chases. Chorsky gets there. Chorsky, number 7, moves it out. Beck is back to break it up. 9:50 to go in the third period. Rangers leading 6-4. Weinrich sends it down. Out comes Froese. Looks around. Plays it away from Corey Millen, and Jim Levens has the puck. Near side, Jan Eriksson. In case you joined us late, this is a lot of ice space here. 200 by 100. Very wide. 15 feet wider than the ice at Madison Square Garden.
And because of that, and because it's into the third period, Barry Beck's shifts aren't quite as long as they were earlier in the hockey game, but he's played very steady, and he's not gotten himself into any trouble at all.
Dave Fichette, number 39, going back with Kevin Stevens on him. They tie each other up. Gagne comes back to help out. His pass deflected and knocked aside. Played by Craig Janney, number 15, leaves it in the corner. Kevin Stevens checked by Pichette. Steve Leach looking for the puck, number 28. Moves it behind the net for Janney. Back to Leach, tries to stuff it in, and he does. Leach scores, and it's 6-5. Steve Leach beating Bob Froese. Nice pass from behind the net by Craig Janney.
Well, Janney positioned himself back there. When he got the puck, Bob Froese wasn't sure what side he was going to come out. And finally, when the puck did come out, you see Team USA forechecking here, sending 2 men in on Pichette. That's what opened everything up. Now, Bob Froese is still going to his left when it was put back out in front. And the play was finished by Leach, and that puts the USA squad back into this hockey game.
11:06, the time of the goal. Rangers lead it 6-5. Walker sends it in. John Blue, who won 21 games last year for the University of Minnesota, stops the puck. 21-9. One tie, 3.14 goals against average. Tom Chorsky moves in. His shot high off the glass. Greg Brown able to keep it in. Dave Snuggerud's shot goes wide, comes to the near side. Huber comes over, bangs with Chorsky. Walker fires right on the stick of Snuggerud. Loose man in front was Granato. He gets the puck along the boards. Back for Snuggerud, comes out in front. He shoots wide. Up to the near side, Jeff Norton. Side of the net. Now the U.S. Olympic team coming alive. Snuggerud's shot is blocked by Bell.
And this whole shift, Gordy Walker had the puck near his own blue line, and he fired it in a lateral motion across the slot area in his own zone, and Team USA intercepted it, and they had 3 scoring chances after it. You've got a 1-goal lead, just chip the puck out of your zone.
Kevin Miller avoiding the hip check of Beck, able to stay with the puck. Lane McDonald turns and shoots wide. Side of the net, all alone was Kevin Miller, and it went off his skate. Miller centering pass on the stick of Podubny. Tries to lead Kulak. Kulak races down for the rolling puck, gets there. Comes to the inside. Centers across. Blue was able to stop it, and it's played by Jeff Norton. Norton's pass was slowed down, and the Olympic team has it. Scott Fusco, number 9, across the line. Drops it off for Kevin Miller. Miller centers in front for Lane McDonald. Back to the point for Weinrich. Now Lavalette for the shot high off the glass. 7:15 to go in the third period. Rangers leading 6-5 as Podubny fires down. Played off the boards by Kulak. Wipes off what would have been an icing. Kulak bumped by Millen. Good play by Millen to take the puck. Now it's Scott Young leading out Corey Millen, number 10. Millen comes down against Pichette. Pichette tries to tie him up, takes him down. Penalty call. Again, the speed to the outside of Corey Millen. Previously, he beat Jim Levens. This time he had Pichette beaten. Power play coming up for the U.S. Olympic team. Pichette for tripping at 13:04. The U.S. Olympic team goes on its 11th power play of the game. They're 2 for 10. The goal by the Olympic team to make it 6-5 was Leach, Steve Leach from Janney at 11:06. Melnick moves it to Duguay, tries to clear, it's deflected, bounces past Erickson. Brian Leach gets over, Erickson wins the puck and moves in. Erickson, a whistle for an offside.
Davidson, I'd be scared to death.
I want to tell you, that's not really a real bobsled. You put a quarter in there, it shakes back and forth. Power play for the Olympic team. Scott, that's Craig Janney, back to Brian Leach, who moves in and he shoots wide. Scott Young along the boards. Checked by Erickson. Melnick takes the puck away and clears it down. Minute 15 to go in Pichette's penalty. 6:05 to go in the third period. Rangers lead 6-5. Taken away almost by Nemeth. Now he does. Nemeth with a long shot that's wide. To the near side, Greg Brown, number 3. Moves it out. He's bumped by Deblois, knocked down. Hubert takes the puck away. Good play. Nice lead for Nemeth. Another long shot. Saved by Blue. Rebound taken by Tony Granato and tied up by Nemeth. Great shift for Steve Nemeth. Tries to lead Deblois. Taken away by Brown, but Nemeth bats it behind the net. 40 seconds to go in the power play for the Olympic team. Weinrich leading Chorsky. Tom Chorsky across the line. Chorsky, feet for Granato, saved by Froze, sliding across. Chorsky has it. 30 seconds to go in the power play. From the point, Greg Brown shoots, saved by Froze. Rebound into the corner, Deblois. Checked by Granato. Loose puck, Chorsky has it. Back to Granato, another save by Froze. A loose puck, Bell looking for it. Takes it away. He's pulled down, he falls down on top of the puck. And a whistle stop play, they're going to call a penalty on Bell. Actually, Bell was hooked. It looked like he was hooked on the play, and then Bell, feeling that he was losing his balance, went down on top of the puck.
It was an interesting shift. The first half of that shift, Nemeth put on a forechecking display, penalty killing wise, and in the second half of the shift, the Olympic team had all kinds of scoring chances, and Granato had 3 shots on goal himself. New York Ranger property had some good chances. This was the best one, and Bob Froze came across. He was square to the puck and made the save off of his chest. And you'll see them move the puck around quickly. Their tempo of play has picked up here the last 4 or 5 minutes. And they've gotten some scoring chances because of that. So the Rangers now will be 2 men short, as Pichette still has 13 seconds remaining in his penalty. Bell gets a delay of game call. And what makes this face-off important is Duguay can win it and get the puck out of the zone. That will probably knock off the penalty to Pichette, or what's left in his penalty.
5:09 remaining in this third period. Rangers holding on to a 6-5 lead. At the point, Eric Weinrich across to Greg Brown. Back to Weinrich for the shot. Wide. The rebound. Corey Millen blocked by Melnick. Millen back to Weinrich. Weinrich looks in front and drives one, saved by Froze. The rebound loose. Cleared aside by Beck. Out comes one man. It's Pichette. It's a 5-on-4 again. In moves Brown. Brown still with the puck. He shoots high off the right arm of Froze. Minute 35 to go in the penalty now to Bruce Bell. Back pass to Weinrich, across to Brown, checked by Duguay. Olympic team 2 for 11 on the power play. Donatelli with the puck, back to Weinrich. Now Clark Donatelli moves in, slides it to Scott Young. Young holds, Beck on him, try to get it to Brown, missed connection and out of the zone.
Rangers finally get a chance for a change. That puck was in their zone for 55 seconds after Millen won the faceoff.
Weinrich sets up, goes cross ice, deflected by Fusco. Brown has the puck, he's checked by Erickson. Erickson moves it up the boards. Brown takes it back. Tries to get it to Scott Young, but Erickson is there, trying to move it out, and he does. Gets it to DeBlois. DeBlois comes down against Weinrich. Slows it up, fires it across. Erickson is there. Erickson holds the puck. Back pass to Huber in center to kill time. 40 seconds to go on the penalty to Bruce Bell. Erickson holding the puck and holding the stick at the same time, then finally lost it. Weinrich has it. Eric Weinrich moves the puck down into the Rangers zone with 30 seconds to go on the Olympic power play. Duguay breaks it up. Race for the puck. Nemeth trying to get there, was beaten to it by Lavalette. The giveaway is to Levens. Levens to Duguay. In against Kevin Miller, number 8. Duguay. Pass deflects out. Taken by Scott Fusco. Huber back. Two-line pass. Whistle against the Olympic team. 16 seconds to go. And the penalty to Bruce Bell. 3:25 to go. Third period. And the Rangers leading the U.S. Olympic team 6-5. And Michel Bergeron talking with Jan Erickson. Has to be pleased with the way the Rangers have been killing penalties tonight.
Oh, I think so. They've been shorthanded 12 times now. And they've killed off 10 of them. But he has to be happy with what he's seen with people like Barry Beck, who's been important in that role. There you see the facial expressions that Bergeron has. He can speak to the French players too in French if he has to. He has a good command of the English language. It's tough on his family. He has children that had to go to school up in the Westchester area in New York, and they hadn't been in areas where they've had to speak English before, and it's a tough adjustment for them.
Guy Goslin, cross-ice pass to Kevin Stevens. His wrist shot off the crossbar. Rose got a piece of it, hit the crossbar, and bounced high in the air. Penalty is over. Team's at full strength. The Olympians 2 for 12 on the power play in this game. 3 minutes to go. Third period. Rangers leading 6-5. Brian Leetch sends it past Craig Janney. Puck knocked away from Steve Leetch. Now Leetch gets it back. Guy Goslin, number 4. Moves it ahead to Kevin Stevens. Now it's Craig Janney into the Rangers zone offside. 2:47 to go in the third period. Rangers still leading the U.S. Olympic team 6-5. The Islanders rookies lost to the Canadiens rookies 3-2 and beat the Islanders rookies 8-2. But that's not counting on their official record. A holding penalty has been called against Tom Chorsky. So with 2:42 to go in the third period, the Rangers go on the power play with a 6-5 lead. We'll be right back.
This is Sam Noper, along with my ringside partner Ray Mancini, inviting you to join us the fourth Friday.
He's called a lot of penalties tonight.
He must have real good eyesight because he hasn't missed a thing. I mean, it could be 4-hour-long games all season if he's going to call everything like this.
Chorsky for holding at 17-18. Rangers are 2 for 7. 3 for 7, excuse me, on the power play. So special teams for the Rangers have worked well. Granato with a steal. Granato trying to feed Snuggerud, who was deflected by Huber. In comes Greg Brown for the shot, deflected by Huber over the top. Into the crowd, stopping play.
Granato made a good play with a puck to get it to Snuggerud, and Snuggerud couldn't get the puck. So what he did was interfere with one of the Ranger players, and that allowed Brown to get a hold of the puck and go in for the play at the net. Now, they say the only thing about Brown that he doesn't possess as far as skills go is a real good shot from defense. He's a Buffalo Sabre second-round draft choice in 1986. He has a brother, Doug, who's in the New Jersey Devils system.
One thing about most of the members of this Olympic team, they have had previous international experience on the national junior teams, on the select teams that have played against the Soviet Union.
If you're in the category of a good player that can represent your country, they'll find you at a young age, and every year you're going to get some sort of, I mean, they've got high school teams going over playing in the Soviet Union in tournaments during the winter time. And it's excellent for these young players to learn the international style of play and to be able to play against people in your own level, not always be so much better than other players.
Corey, sorry, John. Corey Millen moving in. Olympic team short-handed. Donatelli back to Norton. Norton shoots, deflected wide. Just missed on that deflection. 1 minute to go on the Rangers power play. 1 minute 42 to go in the third period. Rangers leading 6-5. Pichette sending across to Bell and getting it back. They've played a lot of time on the points. Kulak moving in. Trailed by Podubny. Sharp angle shot. It's the outside of the net. Goes across to Bell. Bell sends to Podubny. Kulak set up in front. The pass deflected by Scott Young. Jeff Jackson gets to it. Jackson checked along the boards. Lost it. Donatelli clears it out. 30 seconds to go on the Rangers power play. 1:12 to go in the third period. 6-5 Rangers lead it. Donatelli forechecking deep. Rangers move it. Kulak left it behind him, then gets it out for Poddubny, past him. Out comes John Blue to play it with 1 minute to go in the third period. Melnick has it. Rangers a little slow on their changes, almost getting caught with too many men.
It's because the goaltender moved it back up the ice real quick. That puck was dumped into the Team USA zone, and the goaltender just got it out real fast, and that, I think, surprised the Rangers. Now, Team USA at even strength. There's only 40 seconds left here.
Across the line, Scott Young fanned on a shot, bumped by Beck, who takes the puck. Now Deblois. John Blue is left for an extra skater. U.S. Olympic team net is empty. Leach, Brian Leach sends it across for Corey Millen. Now Craig Janney finds the puck. Janney holds. 23 seconds to go. Rangers lead 6-5. Froze stops it. Melnick plays the glass. Near side, Deblois bumps with Steve Leach, and it's cleared out by Melnick all the way down. This will be an icing if it's touched by Jennings, pulled down by Erickson. What a play to negate the icing. Greg Brown has the puck. 5 seconds remain. Millen is stopped. That'll be it. The Rangers will win it. Brian Leach has the puck, and the horn sounds. The New York Rangers have defeated the U.S. Olympic team in the Rangers' first preseason game and the first job of head coaching behind the bench for Michel Bergeron as the New York Rangers coach. Rangers win it by the score of 6-5.
A pretty good power play by the Rangers, good penalty killing by the Rangers, and at the end of the play, a great play by Erickson, but Janney was the man going back for that loose puck, and Janney went into the boards heavily, and he seems to have hurt his right shoulder, and they can ill afford to lose a player right at the end of a hockey game of his ability. Talking about Craig Janney, Boston Bruins first rounder in '86. Yeah, he went into the boards heavily. Great play by Jan Eriksson, and it's a good test here as both teams shake hands after quite a hockey game. There was bumping and grinding, some good goal scoring plays.
Bob Froze waving to the crowd earlier because his family is here. Some friends and family. As we mentioned, he spent summertime up here, as a summer home up here. There's Bob Froze, went all the way. You surprised that both goaltenders went all the way, especially the Rangers goaltender, Bob Froze?
A little bit. You don't see that very often early in the season. In the training camp, usually they go 2 periods, and then the backup goaltender tonight for the Rangers was Drago Adam. I thought he may see some action in the third, but it was a close game, and both teams just wanted to win. That was it.
Had a look at number 2 for the U.S. Olympians, Brian Leach, the Rangers' #1 draft pick in 1986. Boy, he showed some good skills on the ice tonight.